Congratulations. My name is Alexis and this is Whiteboard Hacking. You just got access to the handwriting cheat sheets for whiteboards. You should have received it as an email, so make sure to check your email. And I'm super majorly excited for you because most entrepreneurs, most leadership actually never even take the step. Over the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly what it takes to completely solve awkwardness about your handwriting, especially in front of others and in front of clients, in front of your team. So whenever you're with people and you're talking about something that is important, being able to take a pen, go to the whiteboard and make the first stroke and start discussing it this way, as opposed to just talking and talking and talking, is a secret weapon. I can absolutely assure you it's a secret weapon to your own success and the success of others. Because once you get your own thoughts out of your head and feel comfortable doing so and being able to draw them with simple drawings, so this doesn't have to be complicated. As soon as you're able to do that for yourself and for others, you're gonna uncover ideas and creativity that will absolutely boost your business. And I've seen this over and over again for the last 10 years. I've been working with clients in the United States and here in Germany, specifically as a consultant and teaching them how to be more like a startup. And funnily enough, in looking back over 10 years, the most important sessions, the most important breakthroughs actually never came in the technology, but actually always when the team was facilitated to think out loud. And but first, most importantly, the cheat sheets that you downloaded. So hopefully printed. Whiteboard Casual is the name of the script that you're going to learn today. And as you will see, basically, you can read what I just said, basically, that how important it is to be able to clearly and confidently write by hand. The first thing, just wanted to give you an overview of the script at different sizes and also give you like a first taste of what are the strokes, how to actually draw them. You have like the individual letter and you have like little arrows that show you how to use your pen, in which direction to use your pen. This is just as sort of an introduction. The first exercise is actually a warm-up exercise. I want you to learn how to just draw a little bit more rigorously than you would normally, because all these motions are the basis for writing the script that you're going to exercise afterwards. And there's a few tips already, and these tips apply to all the exercises that we're going to do. First off, I would love you to get a chisel tip pen, just because I think they're the most versatile and the best looking pens. So it's okay if you don't have one yet, but on Amazon you can buy these easily, whiteboard markers. And when you're doing let's say the warm-up exercise, but this applies to all the other exercises as well, I want you to notice a few things. First off, help yourself. When you're on a whiteboard, this is one of the most important tips, is make sure you have some contact with the board. So I want you to, because otherwise it gets really hard. So I'll show you. So if you do these exercises as they are in the book, right, and you have a little bit of contact, just a little, like this little knuckle here, you'll have that much more control over your handwriting. So this little hack basically applies to everything that you do on a whiteboard. I'll show you the difference actually. If I don't do it and I want to do this again, like I lose control, right? You see how like wobbly this gets, as opposed to it's pretty neat. So hack number one and tip number one is make sure you always have a little bit of contact with the whiteboard. And this applies to all of them. Good. So exercise number one, warm up using hopefully a chisel tip pen. If you don't have one, that's fine too. You just use whatever round tip pens you have. That's fine. And make sure not only, so tip number 2, not only do you want to have a little bit of contact here, again, like with this little knuckle, not the whole side of the hand. You don't want to, you're not handwriting on like the way you would with your normal pen. So don't do this. Don't put your hand on the, go light. And the second thing is, you may notice this when I'm doing it, is the motion comes from the whole arm, right? You see how my wrist actually stays pretty straight. And this, again, applies to all of the exercises that I want you to do, is to learn how to write from your wrist and from your lower arm. Because as soon as you go larger, you'll need that. You'll need that motion. And you can't get that from your wrist. This is why most people's handwriting looks really lame and really contracted on whiteboards, because they go like, they basically act as if they're writing like small lines. So these 2 tips are essential to getting the most out of these exercises. So do just 5 minutes. This doesn't take long, right? And then I want you to use this cheat sheet here, maybe paste it next to your whiteboard, something like this. And I just want you to exercise these letters a few times each. So at a size that is comfortable for you. So usually I would say the thickness of 3 of your fingers. So something like this. And don't get frustrated if it doesn't work right away, if you get like some wobbly characters, or like, for example, the C, right? The letter C is actually quite difficult to do because it requires a lot of, how do you call it, control. So just do your best. And if you don't have a whiteboard right away, do it on a piece of paper, but do it standing, because I want you to learn how to move here. So do these exercises a few times. I can promise you, any second that you spent on this will pay itself off tenfold the next day. Then, after you've gone through the Karate Kid kata, like the wax on, wax off exercises, like the warm-up and the exercises I just showed you, I want you to start playing with this. So I want you, this is an example, I want you to think of the music that you like and fill a whole board with songs or artists or album names, whatever, of artists that you like, because I want you to associate this new skill with something that you love. This will help when you are dealing with uncomfortable problems to not feel overwhelmed, but still have like a positive association with the ability to go to a whiteboard and solve it. So take 10 minutes or as long as you need, and try out different sizes, try out different edges. So if you do have the chisel tip, try out like the different stroke widths. So next exercise, once you've done that, very well done. I want you to learn to do boxes. So simple text and simple boxes. So if you have some text and you just learned how to draw that, right? I want you to learn how to do really neat boxes around things. So for example, you can see like my spacing between the sides. The text has room to breathe. It looks pretty okay. And as you see here, I want you to first learn how to write the text first and then draw the box. Just try to copy these, and then similar to what we did earlier, we can remove this here. Similar to the playfulness, I want you to think of food that you love and make a list of food and write them out and give them some frames that are adequate, just for fun and to make this more playful, because playfulness is actually a great way to solve problems. So again, when you will now imagine you're in a meeting or with your friends or with your colleagues or with your clients, I want you to be able to confidently and with a certain amount of pizzazz, to go there and say, let's work this out. So the next step that I want to invite you to is that I put many more exercises into what I call the whiteboard hacking manual. So the script writing is one part of it. I have exercises for how to draw shapes, how to draw arrows, how to draw people, how to, very importantly, I want you to be able to draw people on whiteboards so that you can show through body language and through emotions what these people are going through. Then there's exercises for just generally shapes and how to draw ideas, how to draw icons. It's quite full. It has a lot of worksheets. It has the same format. I have tips and tricks on how to visualize shadows and 3D objects. So a lot of stuff here in this manual, and I'm really excited about it. This is the first thing. This is like the collection of all the skills that I think you need to really go from A, where you feel very self-conscious about your ability to write and draw on a whiteboard, to being completely, it's a non-issue, confident, and you can focus on what really matters, which is your business, your clients, your team, right? So, and yeah, there's worksheets at the end, lots of worksheets that take probably, if you can go, you can work through this in an hour, maybe 2 hours. And never have to deal with it again, but just have worked through it once so that you have it in the back of your mind. And the whiteboard hacking manual, will absolutely give you all the confidence that you need. I'm giving this away for free, actually. I'm just charging $1 for shipping. So I want you to, if you're interested and you want to take your skill level to the next level, and take your confidence and feeling great about solving problems with others in front of a whiteboard, then I highly recommend you get this. It's free plus $1 shipping. There is a button below that I want you to press, and I'll see you on the other side for checkout. And I'm confident that you won't regret getting this, because this has everything that I've learned and that I've taught in the last 10 years, that I know you have to have in order to succeed. So just click the button, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.